Hey guys, today is Thursday, September 3rd. The time is just after 2 p.m. and the temperature is 26 degrees Celsius. I'm located here in College Park, which is in downtown Toronto. And the plan for this walk is to head on over to the underground shopping mall known as the Shops at Aura, and we'll take a look around. There's a look at two of the College Park residence towers. And this one here, Aura, is the tallest residential building in Canada, at least for the time being. I've seen it listed as 78, 79, and 80 stories. So I'm not entirely sure which one it is. Perhaps someone can clarify in the comments. And the shopping mall I'm heading to is somewhat well known for being a bit of a failed mall. The last time I was here several years ago, I'd say about half of the units were even occupied, and I didn't actually see anyone else shopping in there. Which is a bit interesting considering the location is relatively good. It's just a few blocks north of the Eaton Center, which is North America's busiest shopping mall. And it's a block south of College Station. And above ground, it is anchored by Bed Bath & Beyond and a Marshalls. This is Yonge Street I'm approaching, so we'll get a look at the front entrance before heading in. Normally there's an underground entrance open from College Station, but it seems to be closed right now. I don't know if that's due to the coronavirus pandemic or not. So that's a look north up Yonge Street. And there's the entrance to the Shops at Aura. And there is a Bank of Montreal at street level. So hopefully security here doesn't have a problem with the camera I'm holding. We're about to find out. Those escalators will take you up towards Marshalls and Bed Bath & Beyond, but I am heading down to the underground mall portion. There's around 130 retailers down here, or at least retail units. And as you can see, not all of them are occupied. And the ones that are, a lot of them aren't even open. The shopping center was opened in 2012. And at the time, there was a promised connection to the underground path system, which connects much of downtown Toronto. But that hasn't yet come into fruition. It seems to be mostly Asian-themed restaurants. And for some reason, there's a stage area. The condo itself opened in 2014 and does have a direct connection to down here. And I believe this would normally be a connection to Gerrard Street. But it too appears to be closed. Most of these units are a little over 257 square feet. And I believe their original price was $400,000. And the last I saw, the monthly asking rent on one of them was $2,000 a month. Although, as you can see, it doesn't seem to be a very viable location for most businesses. In fact, there's even been some lawsuits launched by those who purchased into this building. Here's a unit for $189,000. If you could zone that for residential, I'm sure you'd find a buyer for it.
I already said that if you go to the technique, you can unlock the door because the strike is broken. You know the strike, the one who's this one has strike.
The nearest path connection would be several blocks to the south of here at the Atrium on Bay, which is just across the street from the Eaton Center. So in order for the path to be extended, there would have to be some type of major development in between here and there. There is a plan just a block south of here at the Chelsea Hotel to redevelop that into what would be an even taller condo than this one. So perhaps that's the only chance of getting a path connection for this building. I'm not sure if that's part of the development plans or not. So we've come back to the food court. There's just one more section to walk around, and we've pretty much covered the entire area of the Shops at Aura. See, the sign here directs to go left towards the subway. But that entrance as well has been blocked off. Looks like Lucky Unit 100 is available, as is 101 and 112. Really not sure what kind of future there is for this place. And it's entirely possible even a path connection wouldn't help. And it's worth noting there is a food court as part of College Park just to the north of here, which would normally be connected underground to this place. And there's where the connection to the condos would be.
Really like repetitive.
And that sign there isn't particularly useful now, as you can't take the Gerrard Street exit. And there you have it, the shops at Aura. The main tenant at street level is a bank. And I've read that there are some places in Europe that have actually banned banks from occupying prime retail on main streets, just because they don't add a lot of foot traffic or character to the environment. And I tend to agree with that. It certainly sucks a lot of the life out of this area. And that too might be a contributing factor towards the failure of the shops at Aura. And this here is Gerrard Street. There's a look west, and that would be Red's Tavern. Although why they call that Midtown Red's Tavern is beyond me. And the old Elephant and Castle pub, which is now a cannabis shop. So what I'll do is I'll just head south down to the Eaton Center just to show how close this place is to the busiest shopping center in North America. Here's a look at the Chelsea Hotel, which is slated for redevelopment. It'll soon be an 80-story or so condominium. I think 85 stories actually, with a rather uninspiring glass box-like design. And this is the Ryerson University Student Center on the left. This street here is Gould Street. And where you can see that large pink LED panel, which is now showing the Avengers, is where the Eaton Center is. All right, so from a relatively failed and somewhat dead mall to what at least is during non-pandemic times, the busiest mall on the continent, the Eaton Center.
Here! One out! Here! One out!
Maybe there's some competing ideologies going on there. I'm not sure. So this is Dundas Square. I hope you enjoyed this trip through the shops at Aura. It's certainly a somewhat eye-opening experience. Looks like we've caught some type of dance troupe in practice over here at the left. It's never a dull or boring moment here in Dundas Square. Thanks for watching. There are links to Instagram and my Patreon account if you wish to support the channel in the description. You'll also find a link to my new channel, Johnny Stumbles. If that's something that might interest you, don't forget to check that out and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.